Here are 34 amazing update ideas for Clash of Clans that I want to see added in 2024. The majority of these concepts do come from Reddit, but I also made and threw in a few that I really want to see added as well. So with that being said, let's get right into it.
Let's do this.
Recently, the progress bar that sort of let you know how far that upgrade is from max was removed in the new UI. A lot of players didn't like that, and soon after, concepts like these started to pop up. Such a simple and clean design. Another very cool fix will be sort of like a progress track for that building. You can see how it changes through the town halls and even how many levels per town hall there are, so you know in advance. I love this concept, and while it's less likely to happen, let a man dream. Okay, hear me out. What if there was an ore mine similar to the gem mine? So far, there's no passive way of getting ores, so if you're not playing, you're not making any progress toward your equipment. And that's not very dank. This would be a very nice touch, and what better place than the cave in the builder base? Legends League trophies. They've never had a use, but maybe that can finally change in 2024 with a Legends shop. The community has made tons of amazing concepts for this over the years, and it usually involves purchasing magic items or cosmetics with those legend trophies. But recently, I stumbled across a concept that goes an entirely different direction. Being able to purchase different loading screens that have appeared before, or new ones with the help of the Supercell Make program. Then you can change it whenever you want, or shuffle it, just like sceneries. Pretty dang cool. Sceneries have just been getting better over the years. They've slowly added new effects, and it really makes you wonder what's the next big step. Well, last year I went over this cool weather effect, but how about dynamic sceneries? Maybe the lighting will change depending on your time zone. Like if it's morning where you are, it's morning in your village. I know it probably sounds crazy, but god dang, I paid 20 bucks for that. Personally, I don't like kicking anybody, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? And that involves giving them a reason for the kick. But it would be so much easier if you could just tap on the reason, because it's almost always the same thing. Inactivity, their behavior, or not following rules. And having to type that every time can get a bit repetitive, so maybe a few pre-written messages, I don't know. Being able to view your upgrades in progress and everything else you have to do to max has been a game changer. And recently they've improved on that with a separate laboratory tab. But why stop there? Being able to see how long an upgrade will take, I'm all for it. You can even throw in a sort button to sort by the most expensive upgrades or the longest ones, maybe even have a way to prioritize upgrades for yourself. There's tons of things they can add to this feature, and I would love to see them expand on it in 2024. Okay, I'm all for that old Clash nostalgia, but let's be real, some of the UI is a pain in the ass, and it's great to see the developers have been slowly improving it. But goddamn, this concept UI looks amazing. Not particularly the order, you don't really have to move anything around, but the buttons, they look so good. Just goes to show the finer details can go a long way. I really hope they give the UI some kind of refresh. Not everyone likes to do regular Clan Wars, but Clan War League is different. That's why I find it annoying how you constantly have to opt in and out depending on what kind of war you want to play. I think there should be some kind of toggle to let everyone know you want to do Clan War League, but not regular wars. This would make things way easier for clan management and the players themselves. When you buy a pass in Clash Royale, members can claim some free gold. It's not a lot, but it's certainly a nice treat and satisfying to collect at the beginning of the season when everyone's buying the pass. I would love to see something similar to this in Clash of Clans, perhaps a couple of gems or some other resources. Hell, you can even throw in some of those new ores. Upgrading heroes has become a bit less important and more annoying after their abilities were separated from their level. But someone already came up with an amazing idea. Why not give you ores every time you upgrade that hero? Honestly, it would make it so much more worth the cost and time. There are tons of hero skin ideas out there, and while I don't plan to fill this list with them, it's not often that I see a very unique one. Like this user who suggested the default hero skins, but in Clashorama cartoon style. I'd buy it in a heartbeat. It would go so well with the Books of Clash scenery. Just a cartoony look. It would look dope. I love attacking during the raid weekend. It's fun, but I've always felt like there was something missing. Being able to save a really good army and use it another time. It only seems to remember what you last used, and that's cool and all, but I would really love to save armies for different kinds of districts or base setups, you know? Having to take screenshots of it and all that, I don't like that. But what if you're the kind of player who likes to make a new army every time? Sometimes I choose to do so as well, but I really wish the army builder didn't block the whole screen. What if you can build an army and scout at the same time? This may not be ideal for phones, as you're limited in space of course, but Clash of Clans already has tablet exclusive features, so maybe this can be one of them. You ever just look at an obstacle and think, man, that will look so sweet in the builder base. The colors, they would just match so well. Well, how about if that was possible with the golden shovel? Whether it's its own separate magic item or a buff to the old one doesn't matter, but the idea of moving obstacles between villages sounds pretty dang sweet. As you may know, there are some special things that happen if you return to the game after a certain time. One of them is a daily login reward. However, it would be cool to see something like this for the average active player. Maybe giving away a few ores every day or resources, something. Clash Royale already has something like this and I love it. For a game like Clash of Clans, it makes total sense. Clash of Clans is one of the few games where I actually finish the season pass, but sometimes when you play too much, it can feel a little too fast, and the extra points you accumulate throughout the season are completely useless. Perhaps in 2024, just like there is in event passes, we can see some bonus resources for every few hundred points or something like that. Then maybe we would actually continue doing the challenges for something at least, you know? You ever had someone opt in for war and then they don't attack and you check the clan and realize they were inactive the entire time? What the hell, man? It's 2024. Inactive players should be automatically opted out after a few days. Speaking of wars and inactivity though, I have no idea why there isn't already a last active status when selecting war participants. It would make things so much more faster and easier. No more going back to the clan and checking or writing it down or anything like that. And if we want to keep taking things even further, how about the concept that allows you to see the participants' base with a tap of a button and see if any of their heroes are down? Might as well. There is so many things I would love to see improved within clan wars and clan management. I really hope it gets major overhaul in 2024. Sometime down the road, we may be seeing different kinds of machines in the builder base, and one of my favorite concepts is this flying machine, which by the way has some pretty sweet looking art. It has similar mechanics as a balloon where it targets defenses only, throwing dynamite at them, and upon death it drops a mega bomb. Really cool stuff, and I'm really excited to see what the developers come up with. You know, it always seemed odd that the builder base has a star jar to help you get more loot, but not the home village. What if they made it work with both villages? Or they can even make an entirely new magic item. I would definitely use it, and I know I'm not alone. This one is a rather small addition, but it would be nice to display a player's equipment and its level in their profile right under the heroes. It makes total sense, as anything we upgrade shows up in the profile, and I don't know, some of us like to flex too. Speaking of the profile, you know how some troops have that flame indicating they're completely maxed? It would also be cool if they had that same effect, maybe just a different color, if it's maxed for your town hall. I've also seen concepts that use a gold border, but however it turns out, I think this will be a neat addition. Okay, heroes are expanding, one of them quite literally. But is anyone feeling like it's just too much? What if we put everything you can change about a hero on one screen? This Reddit user noticed that the clan house UI is very user-friendly, so what if we had something like that for all of your heroes? Like a one-stop shop for hero customization. I love it. The trader has come a long way. What started as a small little pop-up turned into a full-blown UI nowadays. And it hosts various trades for different resources. And I think it's finally time to put the Clan War League shop there as well. It definitely seems a little odd that we're still going to the actual shop for it, and having easy access to it would be pretty nice. Being able to fill your own clan castle is nice, but it would be even nicer if you could do it right from the army screen. This will be especially useful when you're doing clan wars, and instead of having to go back and do it, no, just add a button in the army screen. We used to think that anything that is ruled out will never get added to the game, but time and time again, the developers have shown us that that isn't true. One of the things on my 2024 wish list is a way to finally change your clan name. And no, it's not because I hate my clan name. I don't think anyone cares if it costs real money, I just think the option to do so would be really nice. Here's one thing I never understood. Why can you still remove an obstacle you used a shovel on? Of course I don't want to remove it. I used a $5 magic item to move it. I think there should be some way to turn this off, and I'm glad to see someone has already made a concept for it. This concept also has additional settings to turn off the various indicators in the game to your liking. Honestly though, I just want to be able to turn off that damn shop one. It pops up every time I open the game. What the hell is wrong with it? I think a lot of us stick to the same base for the most part, but when it comes to clan wars, it's an entirely different story. And it would be really dope if we can label or name the bases so we know their purpose. Along with that, maybe a way to display what troops are meant to go in the clan castle with that base. That way you don't have to remember between wars, you know? Everyone knows that donating with a queued army is a nightmare to deal with. It almost seems like the 1 gem donation is the only viable solution, which is dumb because for years the community has come up with solutions like a button to retrain the donated troops and put it at the beginning of the queue. I really hope 2024 is the year we finally see something implemented. It's annoying. If you have a lot of skins and sceneries, you know the pain of having to manually change it all for a set. That's why I really want to see a way to change your scenery and hero sets with a click of a button. Just have a button somewhere that lets you select what set or collection you want active. That would be so dope. A ban button in clans is the most logical way to keep someone out of the clan and prevent someone from just inviting them back every time. I'm not sure why we still don't have anything like this, but I hope that changes in 2024. Legends League is not for everyone, and unfortunately, the process of leaving it is a little more involved than you'd expect. So instead of fixing the entire system or something, they should add a way to drop out of Legends League. It would make life easier for a lot of players. As of recently, we can finally tag our own base, which is awesome. And it makes sense that they reuse the same friendly challenge UI. However, it would be cool if we can also have that option away from the chat so we're not interrupting anything, perhaps in the village layout editor, like this concept. I don't know, it just seems like a good place for it. It can get a little spammy in the chat, you know? So guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know if I missed anything. I mean, I'm sure I did, but something you want to see in 2024, let me know down below. I'm sure there's tons of more cool concepts out there, and I really hope the game keeps improving. 2023 was an awesome year. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Havoc Gaming out. Peace.